it's been a while since you've seen the two of us. We've
had a lot going on, basically.
A lot going on. But we do have news. So this is a thing now.
We have an announcement.
This is a thing that's happening on our channel.
This little bean will be joining us in April next year. Okay, so we'll explain like from the beginning to where we are now, because I'm actually 15 weeks and 3 days pregnant now, so I'm in my second trimester.
So from day one, when a husband and wife love each other very much.
No, not that kind of.
Oh, alright, not that from the beginning, not that far.
So we found out in August. I can't remember the date particularly. Can you remember the date? We were 4 weeks pregnant when we found out, and
we are now to this day. Alright.
Then you're ruining everything. Okay, so we found out on the 20th of August that we were going to have a baby, and we did record it, but we're not actually going to use the footage because it basically, we only recorded like the slightest bit, because what happened was when I peed on the first stick,
we thought it was like a dud stick.
We thought it was a dud stick because the whole like thing went red as soon as my pee touched the stick. It went red.
And we were like, is that normal or?
And then obviously it cleared and there was like 2 lines, and we were like, oh my god, like what do we do? Do I test again? So we actually like went to the shop and bought another couple of tests, a digital one and a different one, like a clear blue one.
So when they both came out positive, we were like, yeah, it's definitely real, you know, it's the real deal.
So we ended up not recording it in the end, which is a shame. But we have got family reactions and stuff that we're going to insert at the end of this video. So far, I have been very, 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 very sick.
But not actually been sick though, just nauseous.
Yeah, not like physically, just had really, really, really bad nausea. I've not been able to eat like hardly anything, but it's starting to wear off. Only just starting to wear off and getting better now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting there now. Now that we're in the second trimester.
Other than that, I think I've only had like a few cramps and twinges and a little bit of back pain.
Hold on, stop with that.
Some headaches.
Oi!
Ope's being naughty. So yeah, so far it's been okay.
It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah.
It hasn't been as bad as what we thought.
We've had like a couple of midwife appointments. Obviously we've had our 12-week scan, which everything came back fine. We had all of the testing done for like Down syndrome and all the other tests, and they came back that we are low risk.
You had your glucose test.
I had to have a glucose test at 13 weeks because at my 12-week scan they actually picked up glucose in my urine, but we think it was because I was sucking on a sweet and the main ingredient in the sweet was glucose syrup.
Yeah, so that would be it.
Yeah.
On the day of the scan, so that's why we had to go back.
So they picked up glucose in my urine. So I've had the dreaded glucose test, and I can tell you that it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The worst part about it was having to not eat for about 13 hours in the end.
We had to have an extra hour because of the clock change that night, so they gave you an extra hour without eating, which didn't help.
So that was the worst part, not eating, and the 2-hour wait was a little bit boring and just kind of dragged. Yeah. And the worst thing so far about being pregnant has been, I don't know what it is, but I've had like a million blood tests in my life for various different things and never had a problem. But now I'm having midwives take my blood. They can never find a vein. And when they find a vein, the blood doesn't come out because they're not obviously not sticking the needle in far enough. So I've had like, every time I've had to have a blood test, which is I've had like 3 or 4 times already now. It's been 6 or 7 needles because they can't get any blood out, and they last time at my glucose test they like completely messed my arm up because it was like what, 7 needles in total in the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they just couldn't get any blood out, and then they finally got some blood out, and I was just like, oh my god, are you being serious? How many more
The amount
needles?
of pain you must have been in though was unreal.
Like, how many more needles are you going to stick in me?
And there's me just sat there like, well, glad it's not me.
Yeah, right. So where are we now? So we've had glucose tests.
We had an appointment yesterday.
We had an appointment yesterday with a consultant with regards to my ME, which she is not concerned at all. Apparently, ME doesn't get any worse when you're pregnant, so that's really good. And they've actually said that in some cases it can improve after birth. So I guess we'll just see. So far with my ME symptoms, they've been exactly the same. They've not been any worse. So I've not had any change. I've actually been having to nap during the day some days because I've been so tired, but that could just be like hormones and pregnancy on top of my ME and stuff. So that's where we are with regards to the pregnancy. We are going to try and do some regular updates. I don't know how regular they'll be, but we're going to try.
As the pregnancy goes on, the more regular they'll be, and when the baby's born, we're gonna try and do daily or a couple of few a week.
We're gonna see like how it goes, but we are gonna try and keep everyone up to date because obviously all of my family live in the Midlands and most of you watch these vlogs, so it just means that you can keep up to date with the pregnancy and see the baby when it's born and how we're getting on and stuff like that.
We do have an appointment, was it a week today?
Which is a midwife appointment. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be recording any appointments or anything like that because in the UK you're just really not allowed to record. You're not allowed to record in the scan or anything like that. So unfortunately that kind of stuff will just be us sitting down talking like this and updating you on where we are and how things are going.
We got one on the 10th of December.
Yeah, that will be
when we find out
my 20-week scan, so hopefully we will find out the gender, which we are going to find out the gender.
But you guys won't find out on that day?
Are we going to do gender,
we are.
No, you're not listening to me. Are we going to do gender predictions?
Of course we are, video? That's what I was on about.
No, you were on about the gender reveal.
I know.
This is what it's like living with a guy that talks over you and doesn't listen to what you're saying. Anyway, other than the update about the pregnancy, we've had a couple of things just going on over the past couple of months. So we finally got, I don't know if we've talked about it on the channel, but we had issues with our wedding videographer when we got married, and which was well over a year ago now, and we've still not received we've still not received our wedding video. So we've finally got a court date on the 15th of January, and we've just had a lot of stress, like trying to get all of the evidence together and sent off, and like paying out all this money for court fees and for everything to go ahead. So that's kind of the reason why we haven't really been picking up the camera and doing videos, because we've just had a lot going on. We just wanted to come on and let you all know that we're having a baby, and we're excited to share our journey with you because this is our first baby. And what else?
That's pretty much it, really.
I will insert the clips of family and stuff and how we announced it and on Facebook and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Tried to help. No, he tried to eat it, should I say. Yeah.
Why did it took so long to come?
I don't know.
Blame Amazon.
What's that say?
What's this?
What's that say? I've got the wrong glasses on. No!
Are you?
No!
Well, come here.
Oh, you might want to sit down.
Yeah.
Record.
You want to sit down for this?
Sit down.
Look at the bowl.
I know. Open it together. You going to tell us what website I'm thinking?
Just
Are
sit.
you recording?
Yeah, just sit down and look at the bowl.
I just need to focus on me and Tracy now. Did you start reading at the door?
Oh, we did. Oh, grandparents. Yeah, congratulations.
What do you think?
Did you think?
Wow.
Oh.
You thought right.
Congratulations. Obviously, we're not the first ones. Okay. We're not the first ones.
No, congratulations. I've got a really cool photo to show you anyway, Alan.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thanks. I wanted to tell you when Emily was here, but I didn't know if we'd catch you together before you went up to...
No, working. I don't even know what college finishes today.